Hi everyone, this is Dasha Dashkina. I'm a senior product manager here at GitLab, and we're super excited to announce the launch of the GitLab Duo agent platform to beta. So let's take a look as to what's new. On your left-hand side, you'll have the Duo chat icon that you're already familiar with, but there's going to be an additional icon that you'll have available, which is going to be our GitLab Duo agent platform. You can enable this in your settings. You can directly navigate to your VS Code or JetBrains settings, or you can always use the shortcut from our Duo menu. So here on the bottom, you can just go to Duo settings, and you'll have a setting to enable GitLab Duo agent platform if you haven't already. All right, let's take a look at some of the key differences. Something we're really excited to introduce is the additional knowledge of everything that's going on in your project. So here in natural language, you can ask questions about your pipeline, about your merge requests, issues, anything that is within your GitLab project, you have access to directly here through chat in natural language. You also have your recent chats. So here you can see some of the chats that I've already had with Duo, and you can bring up any of them and continue that conversation. Let's take a look at what we already have. So here at the very top, I asked, hey, can you tell me more about this project? I'm getting up to speed on VS Code, and this is a VS Code project. Here it's going to analyze our GitLab VS Code extension project structure and code base. You can always flip to any of these files that are being referenced just by clicking on them, our README, contributing, of course, and then it'll give you an answer as to what's the project basics, core features, and you can take a look as to what are the architecture, key technologies, and even some of the development standards. You can further refine this question by just continuing on with this chat. Now, another question that I did have is I wanted to create some chat roles. This is a new feature that we are introducing where you can customize how you talk with Duo. We've had a popular ask from all of you as to I want to personalize how Duo responds to me and what my interaction looks like. So very straightforward. You can go ahead and create a file under your Duo project here called chat roles. You can do it manually, or better yet, have the Duo agent platform do it for you. So here is my example. I have, hey, can you please create a chat roles markdown file in this folder under Duo? It'll go ahead and take a look at all of my projects, and I'm not giving it further direction, so I'm giving it a very open-minded and open-ended answer here. It'll tell you all the key sections that are covered, and at the very bottom, it will go ahead and tell you, hey, we have our GitLab Duo chat roles. I can navigate to this file that Duo Agent Platform has created for me, and I can take a look and see, ooh, what are all these chat roles? I can get rid of them. I can start and customize my own just to say, save it, and from there I can easily say, as a silly example, feel free to customize your chat rules in the way that you want Duo to chat back. What context does it need to have? And speaking of context, let's actually take a look at our MCPs. So with the introduction of our GitLab Duo agent platform into beta, we're super excited to have MCP servers available. Now, this is going to be locally configured, and here I'll give you an example of a few MCPs that I have configured. Now, there's no need to add additional MCPs unless you really want to enrich the context, because we're already pulling from your entire GitLab project. But if you're using other integrations, whether it's another project tool, you can add that MCP if that's available. So here, just as a brief overview, I have 3 MCP servers that I have access to here. I have Puppeteer, Weather, and then an Everything MCP server. Let's take a look as to what that looks like. The MCP server configuration or access to MCPs does need to be configured at your group level. Please take a look at our docs for more information. But the other piece is that there will always be an approval step. We're starting out with approvals where GitLab Duo Agent Platform will ask you explicitly if you want to use this MCP server. So let's give an example. Here I have my weather forecast because I want real-time updates, potentially if I'm building a weather app, to get real updates as to what's the weather in specific cities. So what is the weather in San Diego today? you'll get an approval screen asking you, are you sure that you want to use the MCP? All you have to do is say yes, approve or deny. Here I'm going to approve it, and you'll get the current weather for San Diego, California. Here, just make sure that this file is configured locally to your machine, not at the project level, since that's where we'll be reading from. And yeah, as somebody who lives in San Diego, I can tell you that this is exactly the weather that's outside, and that's the use of our MCP. For flows, this is going to be more of our extended. Think of this as taking an issue all the way to execution and planning. But to keep it brief, here is our intro to the Duo agent platform. And please let us know if you have any questions. And the feedback issue is included within the release post. Thanks so much.